Welcome to our channel, where we bridge the gap between theory and real-world maritime operations. Today, we're diving deep into a critical skill for every seafarer: identifying and reacting to weather phenomena in real time. We'll explore two distinct scenarios, one at sea and one in port, to see how quick thinking and a solid understanding of meteorology can make all the difference. Let's get started. Imagine you're on the bridge of the MV Ocean Guardian, a Handymax bulk carrier loaded with soybeans. You're 7 days into your voyage from Seattle to Kaohsiung, crossing the vast Pacific Ocean. The morning started calmly enough, with a southwesterly Beaufort for wind and a steady barometer at 10-15 hectopascals. But the sea is a dynamic environment, and by the afternoon, everything changes. The wind suddenly veers to west-northwest and strengthens to a Beaufort 7. The barometer takes a sharp dive to 1,000 hectopascals. A long, powerful swell of 5 to 6 meters begins to roll the vessel, and the air temperature plummets from 18 degrees Celsius down to just 10. These aren't just random changes. They are classic signs of an approaching weather system. On the bridge, the team springs into action. The second officer reports the rapidly falling barometer and veering wind, noting a frontal cloud band on the satellite imagery. The chief mate quickly identifies it. This looks like a cold front passage. The temperature drop confirms it. The master, calm under pressure, asks for an assessment of the effects. The second officer explains that a cold front brings squalls, heavy rain, gusty winds, and that sudden, sharp wind shift they're experiencing. The chief mate adds that a low-pressure center is likely developing to the north, which is tightening the pressure gradient and causing the stronger winds. It's clear that multiple weather phenomena are happening at once: a low-pressure system, a cold front veering wind patterns, a temperature drop, and a long-period swell from a distant storm. With a clear picture of the situation, the master makes decisive commands. He orders a course alteration of 15 degrees to reduce the impact of the head seas and reduces speed to 10 knots to ease the vessel's motion. He instructs the crew to inspect all cargo lashings, adjust ballast to improve stability, and doubles the bridge watch. The engine room is put on standby, ready to respond instantly. Thanks to this proactive approach, the MV Ocean Guardian navigates through the front safely. The rolling is limited to a manageable 10 to 12 degrees, and most importantly, the cargo remains secure and the crew stays safe. This scenario perfectly illustrates how identifying weather phenomena early is crucial for safe navigation at sea. Now, let's shift our focus from the open ocean to the bustling environment of a port. Our vessel, the MV Ocean Guardian, has arrived in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. The operation is to discharge the soybeans and load steel coils. The morning is hot, humid, and calm, with the pressure at a stable 10-18 hectopascals. It seems like a perfect day for cargo operations. However, as the afternoon progresses, a familiar pattern in tropical ports begins to unfold. A sea breeze develops, bringing some relief from the heat, but it also pulls in unstable, moist air. Dark, towering cumulonimbus clouds build on the horizon. Soon, the unmistakable signs of a thunderstorm appear. Sudden, violent gusts of up to 35 knots whip across the deck, followed by a downpour of heavy rain. On deck, the bosun is the first to raise the alarm, spotting the black clouds approaching and feeling the wind pick up. He immediately alerts the chief mate. The chief mate contacts the bridge for a weather radar update. The second officer confirms their fears. A thunderstorm cell is heading straight for them, with a squall line expected in just 20 minutes. The master doesn't hesitate. He issues a clear order: stop loading, secure the cranes, clear all personnel from the deck. The terminal representative, connected via radio, agrees, adding that the Port Authority has issued a warning for lightning. Safety is now the absolute priority. The team takes immediate action. All cargo operations are halted. The gangway is secured, and mooring lines are doubled to handle the strong gusts. Ballast is adjusted to ensure the ship remains stable against the pier. A quick toolbox meeting is held to ensure everyone understands the situation and the safety procedures. The storm passes, and because of the crew's swift and correct response, there are no injuries to personnel and no damage to the ship or its equipment. Once the weather clears, operations can safely resume. This port scenario highlights different but equally dangerous weather phenomena: sea breeze circulation feeding convective thunderstorms, dangerous gust fronts, and the serious risk of lightning. So, what can we learn from these two scenarios? First, let's look at the roles and responsibilities. The master is the ultimate decision maker, responsible for the safety of the crew, vessel, and cargo. The chief mate focuses on cargo operations and stability. The second officer is the eyes and ears, constantly monitoring weather data. The bosun ensures deck safety, and the terminal representative coordinates with shoreside operations. Effective teamwork and clear communication are non-negotiable. This brings us to the core knowledge, understanding, and proficiency required. Seafarers must have the knowledge to identify pressure systems, fronts, wind patterns, and thunderstorm development. They need to understand that a falling barometer means worsening weather, a wind shift indicates a frontal passage, and a temperature change signals a new air mass. But knowledge alone isn't enough. Proficiency is about applying that knowledge effectively. It's the ability to identify phenomena early, make timely adjustments to the ship's course and speed, know when to stop unsafe cargo operations, and communicate clearly and concisely with the entire team. These actions are not just good practice, they are mandated by a host of international and national regulations. STCW requires officers to be competent in meteorology. SOLAS Chapter 5 demands safe navigation, which includes constant weather monitoring. The ISM Code requires robust risk assessment and control measures for heavy weather. From MARPL's pollution prevention to the MLC's crew welfare standards, every aspect of maritime regulation underscores the importance of managing weather risks. This framework of compliance, from IMO standards down to port state control inspections, creates a system of checks and balances to ensure vessels are operated safely. The key is to have documented procedures, like a heavy weather checklist, and to empower the crew with the authority to stop work when conditions become unsafe. So, what are the key takeaways from our analysis today? First, weather phenomena rarely occur in isolation. As we saw, a low-pressure system, a front, and a distance swell can all impact a vessel simultaneously. Second, early recognition saves lives and protects the vessel. The sooner you identify a hazard, the more time you have to react. Third, training is what enables prediction. A well-trained crew can see the signs and anticipate what's coming next. And finally, the most important lesson of all, safety must always override the schedule. No cargo is worth risking the lives of the crew or the safety of the ship. By understanding the forces of nature and preparing for them, we can navigate the world's oceans and ports with confidence and professionalism. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the maritime world. Stay safe out there.